Since I've heard that Shezhnaya is about to roll in Genshin, I've decided to crawl out of the hole I've dug out in the ground and decided to make a new account. But I already have an account, which was like AR 45, 55, I'm not sure. But I wanted to experience the reason why I fell in love with the game in the first place. Well, that's enough yapping. I don't want to talk anymore, and let's get on to the video. I obviously chose Lumine for this account. After the cutscene had ended, I tried to grab the chest behind that rock formation that I've seen on TikTok a few million times now. But guess what? I ran out of stamina and failed. And I decided to give up on one try. Then I started hoarding every single thing that I can grab. And the most ever iconic cutscene that made me fall in love with Genshin back in 2022, that made me tear up. That actually made me tear up. Then Paimon led me to a statue of the seven, in which I gained my animal powers. Isn't that fun? But then I got quest locked to fight slimes. To fight slimes! As a tutorial! Shouldn't we just fight those Metatrolls or something? Anyways, we headed off and ventured into the forest in which we met Fenty and Devalin. How do you even say that name? Divlin? Devalin? I don't care. Devalin. Anyways, Devalin shouted out a red glowing tear, which I forgot actually happened way back then. We grabbed it and headed off to Mondstadt, in where we met Amber, my old main, since AR 30. She was good. She was good to me. I love her. Anyways, they taught me how to aim, in which my aiming sensitivity was very janky. It was hella slow. I hated that. Mm-mm. Then we had to kill another slime. I hate slimes. Anyways, after that, Amber said that we needed to defeat a Hilichurl camp not far from there. And I headed straight into that Hilichurl camp and defeated them immediately with my level 1 Amber level. Was it level 1? I don't know. With my very low leveled characters. And then Amber led us to the gates of Mondstadt, in which a beautiful cutscene of Mondstadt had rolled in. And I couldn't care less. But like, Amber gave us a gift. She taught us how to use it. And then Devalin came in and crashed it. He crashed the party. He's a party pooper. And I had to fight him. In the sky. While fighting that, I was motion sick. Oh, I was about to puke off while fighting him. And we defeated him thanks to Venti. Yes. After fighting Devalin, Kaya, Kaya, my most favorite character in Mondstadt back in 2022, appeared. If only I had recorded my voice while he appeared, I would have been screaming my eyes out. I love Kaya. You guys don't get it. Okay. And Kaya led us to the Knights of Favonius, where we met Lisa and Jean. And then this is where I found out Genshin gave out free 5 stars. I mean, not specific 5 stars, the standard 5 stars. But where was this? Where was this when I was playing? I was torn between picking Tainari, Kaching, and Diluc. But then I decided to pick Diluc because his materials are quite easy to collect. And I do not want to suffer picking Tainari. And I need to unlock Sumeru at this early of an AR. So, after complaining about Genshin giving out free 5-star characters in 2026, I decided to finish my questline, which was Amber's domain, Kaya's domain, and Lisa's domain. And I realized that I didn't have any more quests to do and decided to do the Wagner, basically most of the side quests that they possibly could give me just to level up. And I saw that there's a new quest about Amber training us to glide. And then I remember this was Coachella of 2022. I failed. I failed so badly at that quest. And I was so scared on doing that quest, but I had to. I had to level up to get that Archon quest rolling again. Until I realized that that quest was nerfed. Why was it easier? When was this back in 2022? I was suffering on flying for some reason. I actually was. And I realized that gliding quest, we had to fight a boss. I forgot about that. I genuinely did. So I decided to fight those Eye of the Storm and stuff. Then that raptor dude, I remember being so confused about it on how to fly that I had to search it up on YouTube. I love those YouTube gameplay people because they helped me so much. They actually did. After defeating Raptor, I went ahead and did the Kaya quest, in which I just realized Paimon was kind of selfish for trying to grab that sword that quote unquote Kaya was talking that his grandpa gave him or something. The only for Paimon to find out that it was a scam and it was only to lure in somebody. But Kaya compromised with Harbinger of Dawn, in which it carried me back in 2023. I'm so grateful for that. After grabbing the tree, Tears of Devalin, Venti took it and we had to purify it. We went to Stars. How do you say that? Star Stash? Star Stash? No. That specific cliff that we had to meet Devalin with. Then the Holy Lyre broke. So what was all those efforts about? Only for it to break? Well, after all those efforts of trying to grab Devalin's tree, Tears, Act 2 of Mondstadt had ended, and we had to be AR 18 for the next one. So I decided to do my commissions, random side quests, and I hate to say this, exploring. Yeah, exploring. But then I gave up halfway and decided to do Xiangling's quest instead. After pressuring my butt off on trying to do the fastest work ever on that cooking quest, it was time for Lisa's part. I don't know how to say this. After I finished Lisa's quest, I just had enough to be AR 18, in which it automatically started Act 3 of Mondstadt. Hooray! I had to fight the Valen now. Hooray! And I had to fight a lot of Abyss mages. Hooray! After doing every single thing that the quest told me, we had to fight the Valen now. It was shockingly easy. I remember it taking me 10 minutes just to defeat it. Now it only took me 3 minutes tops. I'm sorry, what? After defeating the Valen, he suddenly purified and now friends with Venti again. I mean, that was a fast arc. Took me 6 hours though. It was fine. I fell in love with Genshin again. But now, it's time to say goodbye from Mondstadt and head to Liyue. We had to say goodbye to Lisa, Jean, Kaya, and Amber, which I already said. The next video would probably be me putting an update about Liyue. I hope Liyue does good to me and I won't suffer on Child's boss like I did back then. And on that Jade Chamber, I hope I don't suffer on that again.